Hello and welcome to my review of this oracle deck. Now, because it's named just tarot deck, it took me a while to figure out that it's actually a Marseilles tarot deck, but I will return to that later. Now, this is the box. It has some info on what it contains, but other than that it's pretty non-descriptional. It's very small, hard, and I like it. So this tarot does not have a little white book, but it does have like a little brochure with some basic information about tarot in general, and it's not personal to this deck, but it's information you can find anytime on the internet about tarot, so it's pretty useless actually. Now, these are the cards. They're hard, very thick, and the deck, therefore, it's very large and hard to shuffle. It's as big as my hand. I have small hand, but it's actually extremely big, and I usually cut it in half just to shuffle. But other than that, I really like them. So yeah. Now the back. For the cards that you easily know if they are up or no, the back, it's normal. It has like a sun and some flowers and everything a back should have. But for the cards that you don't know when they are reversed or not, the back has a little arrow on it. So for minor arcana, there are quite some arrows in there. So visually that's not pretty. It doesn't bug me anymore. I got used to it, but if you like looking at the back of the card, it will bug you. And if you have them light them in a reading, you immediately know which one is reversed and so on. So yeah, it might represent a problem. Now let's continue with major arcana. Just let me find. Now the cards are named in French and they have Roman numbers on them. So yeah, but so you either have to know French or know what the card represents. So this was my second deck when I was just learning about tarot, and it was quite hard for me to figure out which card is representing what. So, but other than that, now that I know them, it's simple. So yeah, the cards are very traditional. They give you that historian feel to them, but I will return to that later. And the death card is the only one that's not named at the bottom. So the other ones have names. This one does not. That's major arcana. Now minor arcana. Let's see here. I will put away court cards for now, just so that I can show you this. Cups. You easily know when a cup is reversed or not, so they don't have an arrow on them. But these are just symbols. There's no representation like people walking away from something, or you know, something that can give you a meaning of a card when you just look at it. You have to actually know tarot to know what the card represents. And for me, that was a problem, because when I got this deck I had no idea about tarot, so I had to learn from different books and different tarot decks before I could return to this one. So the aces of the suits are a little more detailed than the rest of the suit, but at least you count the symbols and you know which number you're at. The numbers are represented at the side. So that's cups. Now these are supposed to be wands, but at first I thought they were swords. Why? Because the wands are straight and the swords are bent a little, but I'll show this in a moment. So these are wands. Again, the Ace of Wands is a little more detailed and what usually a Ace of Wands is. The rest of them is just wands with a number that they represent. So again, just symbols, no images. Now swords, why I had such problems with them is because they don't actually have like swords, and it took me a while to figure out that the odd numbers have swords depicted, but the equal numbers, I don't know, 2s and 4s and so on, don't have a sword like anywhere on the card. So yeah, at first I thought these were wands. And then finally pentacles. These are the ones that have arrows on them and some swords too. And no, yeah, some wands too. So yeah, pentacles. Now they are again just symbols with no images. Ace of Pentacles is the least, detailed ace, but I wanted to show two of Pentacles because of this ribbon that has a year written on it. Now this is the history part I was trying to talk about. Here it says N. Conver, and this is the man that in 70s, 60s printed this tarot. He did not create it, he just printed it with woodcut, I think. And yeah, the first tarot of Marseille was, I think, first published around 1650, something like that. And then there were different copies, but yeah, so if you have a deck like this, you look at Two of Pentacles and it will give you a year and the creator, I guess, that this deck is made after, because this deck was actually published in 2010 or republished, and it's based on the deck from 70s, 60s. So that's actually it. Did I forget something? Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I always wanted a deck with more historic feel to it, but when I got it I was a little bit disappointed because of the minor arcana, because I didn't know it then. But now that I know the meanings of, this is Six of Swords, I know what it means now, but back then I had no idea what this card is telling me. So it's not for beginners, definitely not for beginners, except for major arcana. But even that, it's just, you know what I'm talking about, I hope. So yeah, I like the colors, even though they are a little off sometimes, but that just adds to the magic. I saw some other published decks like this, but they are like extremely yellow or just white with extremely red and blues. They did not have like I don't know how should I put it. I'm trying to find a chariot. Here it is. If you look online for the chariot from the Marseille deck, you will see that these horses are usually painted white and black, and mine are blue. So these are like little differences between publishing houses, like how they copied this deck. It doesn't bother me. I actually enjoy that, but some might have, you know, prefer other versions. And I haven't showed the court card, have I? Yeah, this is the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, pages, and this is the only page that has, or any card that has the name on the side. This is very interesting. I don't know why they did it. It doesn't bother me. I like it. So, oops. Knights and kings. Oops, another knight. So yeah, that's it. Bye guys.